How to Draw a Skull by Alexander Rishkin. Because all the tissues of the head are very thin, the head's shape depends greatly on the shape of the skull. So, to draw accurate portraits, you have to know the anatomy of the skull. For example, the forehead is shaped by geometry of the frontal bone and its key points. Knowing the planes of this bone will give you an advantage in drawing what is on the surface. Eyebrows grow exactly along the upper edge of the eye sockets. This is, of course, their natural line, which can be manipulated for makeup purposes. Naturally, though, the shape of the eyebrows depends on the shape of the eye sockets. If this shape is pointing up, eyebrows will follow that direction. A horizontal edge of an eye socket will give straight eyebrows. Diagonal borders will give diagonal eyebrows. And a rounded shape, a curved line. Manually shaped brows are a matter of makeup, which has not much to do with the anatomy of a face, so we will leave it alone. Now, about the cheek's volume. The cheekbone is the place that several muscles of the face connect to. These muscles point downward to the mouth and create an additional volume to the rounded shape of the cheek. From the cheekbone's arch to the lower jaw goes the chewing muscle. This muscle also adds volume and shapes the side plane of a face. That is why we don't see a semisphere of the cheek on its own, but instead a shape that fuses with the planes of the face, which are shaped by the muscles underneath. Above the cheekbone arch, there is a big, fan-shaped muscle that pulls the lower jaw up. It inserts to the process of the lower jaw and then goes through the cheekbone arch to the temporal bone, where it originates. It assists in chewing and, when overdeveloped, can be easily spotted when a person is chewing. The lower jaw joint is not tightly fixed. This bone is easy movable. The air channel is very close to the vertical branch of the lower jaw. Just below the air, there is a slender projection of the temporal bone, which is also in close proximity to the lower jaw. So, the jaw should not move in the direction of the channel and the process. This is why when the jaw opens, the joint's head moves forward. You can check this movement with your fingers when you open your mouth. Every person has individual, recognizable features, and we are talking here about general proportions and alignments rather than absolute rules.